In the second half of this episode, I kept riding down from the mountain pass and covered about 50 kilometers until I found a cozy little village near the Longdeng Priory to camp in. I checked out a well-known local Tibetan Buddhist temple and cruised through some stunning green grasslands. At the end of the day, I set up a camp alongside yaks and horses, soaking in the local culture and all the unique vibes.
At the end of this road, there's a famous temple, Huiyuan Temple. I think on my right side is for the horse race, for competition. Yeah, I think that's a track for horse riding. Oh, I think this is a temple. Seems like there's no parking lot. 进里面啊？啊，谢谢。Pelani and a temple. I'm the only tourist here.
For this temple, founded in 1729, almost 300 years ago. It's beautiful. I'm the only one here. They told me that the roof of this one, only this one, all gold paved. I don't know the symbol of this flag. Probably a symbol of the local belief. The main hall is just so grandiose. These houses or the dormitories, and today is a holiday, so no need for them to take class. It's just like university. Told me like this place was founded by one emperor in Qing dynasty, Yongzheng. So it was very famous, powerful kingdom. I'm the only one here. So quiet, serenity. But considering that it's a holiday, don't know where all those monks, where they've been. Stayed at home. I just visited this one. A lot of Buddhas inside it. One of them was imported from Nepal. I think Tibetan Buddhism is kind of greatly influenced by India Buddhism. There's some drum sound. Trying to have a check. I went inside. There's one monk who was reading inscriptions. Hardworking guy. Because today another one told me holiday. Here is the 7th Dalai Palace. Here, I can show you something. There's a yak for 7th Dalai Lama. I believe here is kind of similar with the India one. Indian people treat cattle as sort of their god. Shining roof. I'm probably here altogether got 4. A little bit dilapidated. I think Tibetan Buddhism is very interesting. There's one guy very famous. In Chinese is a Huofo. English should be living Buddha. I think so. Means like this one will live forever. As the last one. The name is Yinming Dadian, Yinming Palace. Spectacular. entrance like this, another hall. It's amazing. So gorgeous. I can only hear my footsteps. Serenity here. Holy moly. I think this is a place where they do chanting and praying. I just went out from this hall. It's spectacular. This should be the place where they do chanting, praying. You can use your imagination that hundreds of monks just sit on the ground, and then they do chanting all together. And here is a museum. I'm gonna have a check. This place is not very large, but it's truly interesting cultural museum. Well, I just visited the museum behind me. Footage not allowed. I'll briefly introduce the artifacts inside it, just some cultural relics back to 100 years ago. Really interesting, and some inscriptions dilapidated, very old, back to 100 years ago. Also got a lot of small-scale boulders. And here's another interesting thing I want to show you behind me, this one. Yeah, I bet this is one of the largest rock piles, pyramiding to the sky. Not to the sky, but still it's spectacular, with the height like 20 meters or so. I always camp outside. I don't believe any existence of God and of ghosts, but I do believe that sometimes you just need a belief to guide you, especially when you are in the low point of your life. That's very important to inspire you to keep moving forward. You need to move on from failures, right? Or like relationships. As I'm moving back, I want to share some more things about Tibetan Buddhism. There's one man who can be really powerful. He is Huo in Chinese. English should be living Buddha. Back to old days, Huo can be really powerful. But if you know, for every system in one man's power is too large, or his impaction is too large, there will be some problems. Some culprits or some murderers, they could be just killed to avoid to be punished by the legislation. But not anymore. The government now sets some regulations here. So if you want to be a monk here, there will be some examinations about your background.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Beautiful scenery. I think he is blind. Feel sorry for him. There will be another priory, Longdeng Priory.
As I rode along, a wave of calm washed over me. The sunlight danced through the trees, casting gentle dappled patterns on the asphalt, creating a scene that felt like a dream, so peaceful and idyllic.
This is a motor scooter from Shanghai. And this one is from Zhejiang province. Crash the truck here. The scenery is so beautiful, so relaxing. Riding motorcycle is totally different with a car. Riding car is like you see a movie in front of screen, but riding motorcycle, you are just inside the screen. Full of prayer flags, so amazing. I go that place, trying to find myself a campsite. Wow, it's very site altitude is 3,850 meters. That's called Longdeng Prairie. Pizza for all sorts of specialities and eateries.这下面哪里能搭帐篷啊？谢谢你啊。There's lake, Zhumu Lake. Altitude, let's see, 3,888. Really, really beautiful. Lucky today. All settled. I got some companies. See, a lot of yaks, some horses. I'm gonna have a lot of companies today. I think that kid is only 3 years old. And they're talking in Tibetan language. I cannot understand, but the meaning should be bring all them home, like that. And there's some thundering work just over there.
Those yaks just look at me curiously. They're not normal yak. Yaks with questions. What are that guys doing over there? And this guy. Oh, I got another two guys. And the three guys just look at me curiously. What do you want? This family just came forward, and the little girl, she was fancy about the door. That was on my chin. I gave that to her. Nightfall is coming. I plan to have some hot water. First, some water from this creek. Okay, now water heated. Here.
剩余电量40%。
Hi, it is completely dark outside. So here in my tent, enjoying some music, starting to work in the distance, rain clouds around the mountain peaks. But here should be safe. And also got some yaks and horses hereabouts. They just wandering around my tent. I think they are very curious about my arrival here. Bye.